What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. You guys know, of course, what this video is because you clicked on it. I've been wanting to make one of these videos for a really long time on this car. I feel like now I can make one because this car is running and driving. If you guys haven't watched last video, go watch it. I actually took this car to Cars and Coffee and drove it around a bit more. A lot of fun. This thing absolutely rips. If you guys are new here, this is my 1989 325 with an S54 in it. We shaved the bay, we rebuilt this S54, did a bunch of other stuff to this car, and you guys are all gonna see it all. I'm gonna put like little bubbles of the videos that I took the clips out of, so if you guys wanna go watch that video, you can go like click it and watch it. But yeah, last video we drove this car around. I also put these new wheels on it and it looks freaking killer. Oh, and I'm redoing my chrome trim because when I was younger I painted this black and I hate it now, so I want it chrome again. That's why I have this chrome trim off and it looks like poop. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoy the video. It was really cool for me to make this video because I was looking back on like my progression of like since I started this car, of like my YouTube skills, of like me like talking on camera, and you guys will see as the video goes on, like it will get better just because when I was building this car I was new to it. I hope you guys enjoy this video. It's gonna be a good one. But yeah, so enjoy the video. Let's get into it. So unbelievably stoked. We got an S54. Dude, this thing's gonna, oh my God. Guys, just imagine. We're gonna get into this S54. I got this engine for ridiculously cheap. We're gonna go over this engine, check out the rod bearings, see what they look like. We're gonna go over the cams. My main plan for this, I hope the crank is okay, I'm pretty sure it is. We're gonna do rod bearings, we're gonna pull the cylinder head, we're gonna get the head decked, new head gasket, do a Vanos rebuild. Clean. These things were like just done. That's a clean rod bearing. Look how good that crank looks, guys. All the rod bearings couldn't look better. Oil and coolant's gonna go everywhere.
Dude, I tore down a whole Chevy 350 block and there was not even a single drop of nothing.
I suspect, looking at this engine, and you guys can see all the oil leaks, this is the highest point where it was leaking. You guys can see right along there, and these are the caps for the Vanos pistons, and there's O-rings there. I suspect those O-rings are leaking. First things first, to take Vanos off.
Oh, I really wish I was filming.
You just missed that. 3 more 5mm Allens on the bottom. We're gonna crack loose. That actually holds the Vanos in itself.
Ooh. Oh.
A 7mm and a 10mm. You're gonna get that on, and it's gonna be like you're putting it on because they are reverse thread. Hub comes off. Sometimes these discs can be a bit of a bitch. We're gonna pull this off. This is nerve-wracking. This is nerve-wracking. Guys, question is this piece broken? It's not. Weird. So many times this piece breaks and it's really common. Dude, you see how worn in that is?
I don't want it to be too big, you know?
Oh, me.
Well, at least you got the saran wrap.
Head gasket is blown apart. Cylinder 1 and 2, completely misfired. If you guys see this piston is real clean here, cylinder number 1, that's because there was water going into that during combustion. I have like a parts extravaganza here. I had the machine shop, you know, deck the head, get the head ready, everything like that. I went over the block, we cleaned up the block, cleaned up the top of the pistons. The block didn't need decked. I had the machine shop go over all of the parts, so like, the cams look like they're brand new now because I had him hot tank the cams. The oil pump is all taken apart right now. Dude, look how good that oil pump looks.
Yeah, I know.
We're gonna throw it in. So there's 2 dowel pins that go on the bottom of the block. Ring chain up on, drop it down in there, just like that. Push the clip on. We're gonna get this thing on. Beautiful. God, it's fucking hot. I'm gonna go to the second one. So now we got the cams in. Now I'm gonna throw some assembly lube on the upper cam caps. I'm gonna go ahead and torque all these cam caps down. That one. I present to you all of the parts that we're gonna be finishing putting on. So we got the water pump, oil filter housing, all these nuts and bolts, knock sensors, I actually cleaned up all these nuts and bolts pretty well. So don't those things look brand new? Let me bring your attention to the independent throttle bodies, aka ITBs. That's it. If your car doesn't have independent throttle bodies, might have a problem. Slide that one on. This one has a needle bearing, so this one's gonna go somewhere in the middle. So the next piece of the puzzle is we're gonna be putting our brand new water pump on. Take our hardware. Now we're gonna drop the thermostat and the thermostat housing on. Got a brand new oil filter housing gasket for you kids. We're gonna throw this Johnny on. We need to put an oil pan on my S54. As you guys know, E30s, the subframe sits more towards the back of the car. Picture your oil pan like a stock M20, their oil, like the main like sump of the oil pan sits here, but on an E36 or an E46 engine, they sit back there and your subframe is in the way. I'm a fabricator and I can weld and cut and do things. So I'm like, F it. Let me rig my own up. I have an E34 oil pan. I had it on my last engine. You know, it worked good and everything, but there's one problem with it. I would scrape it on everything. I took my E34 oil pan and we cut this bad mamma jamma up, boy. I sectioned 2 inches off of the oil pan, so imagine another 2 inches hanging off of this oil pan. I made a bunch of cardboard templates. You guys can get the idea of how that's gonna start like boxing in. We have all of the plates cut out and everything. This is 6061 aluminum. This is the main bottom plate that's gonna sit and like kind of like hold everything, and this is what we're gonna be welding to. I don't know what else to say. We're just gonna get to welding. We got most of the oil pan welded up. I have the bottom plate on, the side plates. Dude, can we just get a look at this thing? And look how good this thing is? It's a completed engine bay, if you guys haven't seen already. Oh my lord. Damn. We're taking the engine off of the engine stand, and then we are going to bolt the clutch and the flywheel too, and then we're gonna drop it in. You sure that one's on?
Yep.
Look at that, folks. The S54 is in. Putting the transmission in now. I'm used to working on a lift, and I have to do this on the ground now, so this isn't gonna be fun. Guys, I'm not looking forward to this. She's on. Now I'm gonna tighten down the bolts to the transmission. I just want to take this second to say you guys should be subscribed because we have an S54 in the E30. You guys should be liking the videos because, you know, for the algorithm, and comment. Drop the S54 in the E30 now. It looks a little bit different because I have the valve cover and the beauty cover on, and I have like the intake manifold just sitting on it. I have my CSF oil cooler, my oil cooler lines, and my CSF radiator. We're gonna make all the brackets to mount it up and then get the lines ran and everything. So this radiator will slide down in here like that. There are these things right here on each side. You have hardware that slips into here. So this actually slides down in there like that, and then this will screw into it. We're gonna make a bracket that goes from there to there, and then on this side too, and then we'll just weld it to the radiator. We're gonna weld these 2 plates together, and then we're gonna bolt them on and then see how it fits. Got my brackets made, guys. I'm just gonna make a mark where we're drilling the hole. I'm kind of gonna mark out where we are welding this plate to. Oh dude, that's fucking perfect. We're gonna try to mount this thing up here. Nut down in there, here. Oh man, dude, that lines up perfectly. Look at that. We can take the oil cooler and try to slide it on. We are doing wiring harness things in this video. I got this harness. It is like, guys, this harness looks so good. Like, it just looks so good. Everything is like just well made.
All the connectors are super nice. He uses all OEM BMW connectors. Here I have the engine harness for the car. So there's a couple things I have to do on this engine harness real quick. I just have to go back and fix some wires that I previously cut because I was gonna end up making my own wiring harness before I got this wiring harness. It's just like 4 wires. I have to go back and actually put them in the connectors. We're gonna lay this Johnny out. This will eventually go into that side. And then this is for our E30 temperature sensor. Take the thermostat housing off again and drill it and tap it for a E30 temperature sensor. The C101 plug will sit here and it will plug in like so. I'm feeding it in the hole, Jude. I'm feeding it in the hole.
You got it.
Alright, gonna be feeding more stuff in the hole.
It's like attention on it.
Feeding this one in the hole.
Okay, grabbing. Got it. Okay. Hey, this is getting really chaotic in here, and I don't think you're gonna be able to. Maybe we'll.
So we have everything fed through the hole. It's a little bit of a cluster in here. Can I say that on camera?
Yeah.
I can say that
all the time.
Oh yeah, you're right. The starter is spinning, but the Bendix isn't engaging. I just moved the starter signal to a different terminal. We're gonna see what it does now. If it cranks, let's see. Woo! Let's go, baby! Yes! Yes! I'm nervous. I'm gonna take my key. Fuel pump just primed. Let's go! Let's go! If I take my throttle pedal and then squeeze my throttle pedal, you guys can see the throttle body's moving. I don't know exactly what's gonna happen. I have all the stock stuff hooked back up without the fuel pressure regulator, and I'm gonna try to start it without the fuel pressure regulator, so. All right guys, so the thing is starting, but it's not staying running. As soon as it catches, it dies. I think that's what they do. If the EWS isn't deleted, everything will start, but it'll run for a little bit and then it cuts fuel, or it cuts ignition. I have the DME and the fuel pressure regulator now. E46 M3 has a returnless fuel rail design. You need a fuel pressure regulator that has an fuel pressure, then a return, and then the regulator, and then this is what puts out the proper, I think it's 74 PSI of rail pressure. EWS tuned out, I got the top speed limiter tuned out, I got the secondary O2s tuned out, and I had the Alpha N tune installed on the DME. So what that means, we're gonna be running without any MAF sensor. It's gonna be working off of the O2s and the throttle positioning sensor. Now we are ready to throw the DME in. Then once the DME is in, we're gonna be ready to start it and see how she runs. There's only one thing to do. Sounds perfectly quiet now. It is open header, so it's very loud, but she's running good now. As you can see behind me, I have the E30 outside. We're gonna take it on its first drive. So Jude's in the car right now. We're gonna go for a rip. Dude, the sound. Just for the video, I'm gonna say I have a legal license plate and we are going to film in Mexico. Oh my God, the sound! I gotta look into if it's getting enough fuel. I wish I had my scanner to read codes. So like if I could see if there was anything like going on with the Vanos, like if the Vanos wasn't engaging. This video is gonna be more or less like a dyno prep video because it's going to be going on the dyno and we are actually going to be getting like a proper tune with a map sensor instead of this poopy Alpha N tune. We're gonna be switching to a full 3.5-inch exhaust. I have a nice Flowmaster muffler. It goes straight through. You guys can see there's barely any sound deadening in there. The exhaust that I have on this car is just a single 2.5-inch exhaust going into a vibrant muffler. I hope this thing doesn't scrape too bad because this is a 2.5-inch. Look at this size. Look at that. Oh my, look at that fitment, boy. I have like a 35 right here and then I have a 45. So it's getting me right close and under the drive shaft. I am going to make a heat shield for this thing. Look at these welds, guys. Oh my Lord. Finally done. I have it all welded. It's all on. Damn. Dude, I think that looks so cool. Guys, the fitment on this exhaust is so good. I have the jack holding it up. I'm gonna go get exhaust hangers tomorrow. I was thinking of rigging something up, but I'm gonna go get like proper exhaust hangers tomorrow. So we are looking good. Only thing to do right now is, come on. Oh, this is loud.
All right, I'm here. We're gonna record this clip. No,
all right, guys.
Cut right off the bat.
This is my friend Matt. We're gonna go take this car out right now. See how she haunts and hollers, dude.
I'm just excited for this juicy startup, dude.
I know we're gonna rub.
Yeah.
But how bad is it gonna be?
Dude, all right, we're about to find out here.
Oh, dude, I gotta bang that exhaust in, dude.
Oh, she's moving though. She sounds excellent. She sounds amazing. Go. Holy shit, dude. Oh my gosh.
What?
Wow.
This dude doesn't know what's going on.
He has no freaking idea. Look at that guy.
Like after it gets tuned, because the tune that I have on it right now is real poopy.
Right.
After it gets tuned, it's gonna have another 100 horsepower. Oh my god, guys, look at this thing. Dude, what?
Dude, this thing is impressive.
So we're gonna head back to my house right now.
Beautiful. I'm very stoked.
All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. That was really cool watching like a video of me taking this car from like how it started all the way to how it is now. It's crazy to think that I did that in my own little 2-car garage. I welded everything. I built the engine just in my garage. Like, I make these videos so I can show other people, and like especially other younger people, like, hey, you can go out and build whatever you want. It's just a matter of learning the skills. It's just a matter of making the mistakes and learning everything. Like, I taught myself how to weld. I bought a welder, taught myself how to weld, and now I'm able to build stuff like this. Everybody asked me, like, especially a lot of my closer friends, like, oh, why do you make videos on YouTube? And I'm like, I want to show people that you can go out in your garage, no matter what you have, and you can at least start to build something. You work on your skills and build up your skills so you're able to build something like this. But guys, it was so cool making this video because, like I said, it was cool to like see my progression over like making YouTube videos over like the 6 months that I've been doing it, or like I guess it's like 8 months now. I love this car. And if you guys love this car, you should subscribe. And if you guys also love this car, you should comment down below, I love S54 swapped E30. It means so much to me if you guys are here to the end. But this car is dope. Future plans for this car. I had a couple people DMing me saying like, yo, when's it going on the dyno? Because I told you guys I'm taking it to the dyno. The guy that has the dyno that it was going to, his dyno just broke. So I'm waiting on the word for when his dyno is ready, and then it's gonna go on the dyno, and then HTE is actually going to be tuning this car. But yeah, guys, I don't know if there's much more to say. If you want anything else, go follow me on Instagram, go follow me on TikTok. We are getting this thing repainted very, very soon. That's gonna be like my next steps. The cosmetics on this car aren't so good. Like the front bumper and the front valence and everything's getting replaced with all the Euro stuff. And on that note, guys, I'm gonna close the video out. Thank you so much for watching. And as I always say, dream so big it's scary. Peace out, and I'll catch you in the next one.